Yo, what's going on, guys? Rob here. Welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be talking about 2K18 ratings. I know it's been a while since I talked about 2K. If you can go back to the first video on this channel, this kind of niche I'm in with basketball. It was Live 18 versus 2K18. I know it's been a while since I talked about it, so I decided today I'm going to go back and look at it because 2K has been releasing picture after picture after picture of screenshots and overalls for players. And I'm not going to go through the overalls that were released at the 2K commercial shooting where they where Ronnie would put the face cam on him, because I'm pretty sure all of you have seen that at that point, and if you don't, just go look it up. Pretty much a lot of just stars get their overall ratings and stuff like that, but there is one or two of them in this video that are in this when Ronnie was talking about them, telling them their overall rating. But anyways, on to the first player, Dwight Howard. He's rated at an 81 overall. And I do like this look that 2K is going for with the first look and the traded. He was traded to the Hornets, if you don't know. I believe it was for like Cody Zeller, right? I could be completely wrong on that. I can't remember the trade. It was kind of irrelevant compared to the Jimmy Butler trade and the Chris Paul trade and all that going on, or sign and trade, I guess you could say. But I think 81 overall is kind of okay for Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard has a weird case because he's on the older spectrum of players, and he's been out of his prime, which even so, some could argue like he could have still been in his prime even right now. But the problem with Dwight Howard is when he got to the Lakers, he had a massive drop-off in production because he didn't have that much chemistry with his other teammates. He broke part of his back and a part of his leg, I think, and he came back too fast, or he broke something in his leg or pulled it, came back too fast, and then pulled something in his back, and that had him out for the season. And he's never been the same Dwight Howard since. But I think this rating is okay for him. I think it should be a little down, maybe a 79 or an 80. But you know, you got to pay respect to a future Hall of Famer. I'm gonna get some hate for that, but Dwight Howard is a future Hall of Famer. Whether or not he wins a ring or any other accolades further into his career, I believe he's a Hall of Famer just because of how he was so dominant back in his early years in Orlando. But I think this 2K rating could go up, especially since Dwight Howard has stated that he has a 3-point shot to his game this year, so we're going to see how that goes. The next one is Swaggy P. By the way, I'm in two parts of this video, so only a few screenshots here, and then I'll do another one in a day or two. So the next one we got Swaggy P. He was signed to the Golden State Warriors this offseason, if you missed that, for around $2 million, I think. An overall rating of 74, that's pretty good for Swaggy P, considering that the only role he's going to have in Golden State is probably a corner 3 guy and maybe a spot-up 3 shooter. Basically, all I can see him doing is just providing threes. I haven't looked at Swaggy P's defensive game, really. I don't think he has that much of one. I'll have to look at it and research it a little bit more. I didn't really watch many Lakers games last year, so we'll see how that goes. And then I'm going to look at these next 2 screenshots. I'm going to exclude Markel's self screenshot and just put Markel and Lonzo's screenshot in there, so that way we can get both of them. But the next picture I'm going to be looking at is more Warriors, Curry versus Durant. And Durant's rating, I'm completely fine with that. I'm completely fine with both their ratings. I think they're spot on, accurate. I didn't like how they were both the same rating in 2K last year when KD was obviously the better player on the team. And now that they have a 2 overall gap in between each other, that's great. I like that you're establishing that KD is the better player of the 2. But I do have an interesting story about these overalls. I was sitting behind these kids in the gym the other day, and they were talking about how Isaiah Thomas is super underrated, which, if you didn't know, he's been warranted at 89 overall this year. And they're talking about how Kevin Durant is overrated, and so is Steph Curry. And I was like, okay, first of all, Isaiah Thomas, yes, maybe a 90 overall might look good on him, but the problem with Isaiah Thomas is he's all offensive talent. He has no defense, mainly because he's 5'9". You can't get over the fact that he is 5'9". Okay, I understand he's an amazing offensive talent. It's an amazing story to come at 5'9", play in the league, be a beast, second leading scorer. But just because you're the second leading scorer in the league does not mean that you are one of the best in the league. It means you're one of the best scorers in the league, but not one of the best players in the league, especially when you can't provide defense at all. And that's not, you know, Isaiah's fault. I mean, it's not his fault. He's 5'9". I mean, it's his size. But that's still, he doesn't provide defense. So you can't really gauge him on the level of players that provide defense and offense, like Kevin Durant, who's a 96, which his rating is perfect because he's the second best player in the league. And LeBron should obviously be anywhere from a 97 to a 99 because he's such a more of a beast. And like I think KD and Curry's ratings are perfect. It's nice to see them sitting at those ratings with a gap in between each other this year. And then onto the last picture I'm going to be looking at, which is the Markelle Fultz and Lonzo Ball, both drafted for Philadelphia and the Lakers. And they're both at an 80 overall. These are the two highest rookies we've ever had. These are the highest rating for rookies we've ever had in a 2K game, I believe. And to have 1 and 2 overall picks share those two same ratings, it's going to be good. The problem is with Lonzo's shot. We're going to see how they handle that at 2K this year. He could be one of those players with a really good rating, but a really screwed up shot that not a lot of people can play with because it's going to be easily blocked or doesn't go in all the time. We're going to see how they have to do it. We're going to see how they do it, but it's interesting to see that these two with such high overalls, and I do think they did deserve these high overalls. Look at Lonzo in the Summer League looking like a beast. It's going to take him a game or two to adjust to the NBA, I think. Same with Markelle Fultz. But I think this year, I'm making a bold prediction. Markelle could average anywhere from 15 to 17 points a game in the league. I think Lonzo will hover around 14 points per game and maybe 7, 8, 9 assists, somewhere around that range. A few steals, maybe even a block for Lonzo because he's such a defensive powerhouse. Not really a defensive powerhouse, but he has the skill sets and the size and the athleticism to become a real defensive threat on that side of the floor. So we're going to have to see how Lonzo and Markelle turn out. We're going to have to see how 2K handles them and handles the rest of the rookie class. I'm excited to see the rest of the rookie class. And I will be coming out with a part 2 in a few days. There are about 3 more players that I can look at, and hopefully I'm going to wait and see if they release any more screenshots. They also released KP's screenshot and another screenshot of a player I can't remember. But I'll be looking at those and talking about those. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Please do leave a like down below. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I love seeing new subscribers to the channel. And also leave a comment down below for any video ideas you have. And anything, just leave a comment. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.